Yeah. So before we get started, let's just do a little check-in and see how you are feeling today. So on an emotional scale, are you anywhere from -3 to +3? You can put it in the chat or unmute yourselves. Just want to see how you guys are feeling for this second term. Good. So +2, +1. I'm about the same right now. +1. Well, hopefully I can get you guys feeling positive today. Keep up the good vibes today. We're gonna have a relatively short lesson today, and it's something that'll be just fun and easy, and I think you guys will enjoy it. And it's gonna be something we're gonna work towards in a larger project as well. Okay, so also today I want to have you guys help me go over the slides in the lesson. So I'm gonna have Heaven start just by reading our objectives, and then Heaven, you can read one objective and you can call on somebody to help you. Does that sound okay? Wait, Heaven was here. All right, well, could I have a volunteer help read our objectives? Anybody want to read our objectives for us?
I'll read them.
All right, awesome. I can't hear you too well. Can you go closer to the mic?
Is this better?
Yeah, that's good. Thank you.
You're welcome. Students will develop 3 portraits reflecting upon the question, what does Black history mean to me? Students will learn brush and artistic filter effects in Photoshop. Artists and designers often use Photoshop to create artistic effects in the design/artwork.
Perfect. So thank you so much for reading that for me. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a series of portraits, and the question that we're going to be thinking about, which we're going to share on a Padlet in just a moment, is what does Black history mean to me? So, you know, this could mean anything to either one of us, and I really want to have you guys reflect on what Black history really means to you personally and your perception of what Black history is. So that's something I want to discuss and brainstorm as a class. And then what we're going to do is I'm going to go over a few tools and basically how to transform a photograph into a really cool painting design in Photoshop. And then this is something we can continue in our next project and build upon with the other tools that we've learned so far. Does anyone have any questions about our objectives and what we're doing today? All right. So you guys can scan this QR code, or you can just go to the link I'm going to send in the chat. And you can log in for this, or you could do it anonymously. So what you guys are going to do is go to the link that I sent and then just write like a few words or a sentence or two of what Black history means to you. And you can also see an example that I put on there You can put a person, you can upload a picture, whatever you'd like to do, just a little brainstorm for us. We're going to take 4 minutes just to get started. So you guys can go to that link. Okay. And to get started, all you guys do is click on the little pen. So I wrote on mine, just as an example, one of the most incredible Black artists I recognize and value is Kehinde Wiley. Kehinde strives to rewrite art history and insert subjects into the type of Black power and excellence I truly admire and want to see everywhere. My example. And I think you guys can like click and drag them too. Awesome. All right, we're gonna take a couple more minutes. Awesome. Just gonna take one more minute, you guys. All right, you guys, thank you so much for sharing. Is there anyone that would like to speak about what they wrote or share out? Well, I just wanted to highlight some of the things that I saw. So celebrating all the achievements of the Black community and Black people. A lot of people reflected on how it has changed history, the abolishment of slavery, um, important African Americans, remembering the hardships people went through to achieve what we have now. And then I think also reflecting on the work and effort that people are also doing now to change. Month to reflect on all the actions Black heroes that came before us that made such an impact on many different industries, whether that be an ideology, a speech, a belief, idea, or an invention. Awesome. So Black history has had a lot of bumps in the road to their freedom and being able to live in freedom, but their history can also be very colorful and show how close they are and just how much they can perceive for their freedom. Awesome. So I really appreciate you guys giving your own perspectives on this, and this is something that you can continue to think about in your work, and you can decide who you'd like to do in your portraits, and there isn't really any right or wrong way for you to do this project. I just want you to think about this question, and the collage is going to be something that we'll work on in the next week. But to start, what we're going to do is just do 3 portraits and pick 3 people who reflect the meaning of Black history and excellence in your experience. So just as 2 examples, I did Amanda Gorman, the poet from the inauguration, and Kamala Harris. So what you guys are going to do is take 3 photographs and using Photoshop brush tools and artistic filters, transform them into a digital painting. The goal of this project is to create images for Black History collage that is going that we're going to be working on next week. And then additionally, this is just a time for us to highlight and reflect on the Black community and contributions to society. So this whole week, we're going to be focused on this in schools, and then also just beyond this whole month, because it's Black History Month. That's going to be our overall theme. So, and let me know, you guys, if you have any questions or comments. You can come in the chat. Is Heaven here? No. All right. So let's just take a look. So before we have the photograph, and I just looked on Google for these images, just typed in the name. And then I have my after. So just by looking at the before and after, could you guys tell me what has changed and how you think I achieved this effect in this painting? Okay, I see in the chat, I see background. Yes, so the background's different. Dissolve brush was used, different, okay, you were painting the spots with different colors, awesome. The photo has a brick style to it, yes. So it kind of looks like almost like a mural because I did a filter on it for a brick texture. Pattern in the background, awesome. So this is a combination of using the paintbrush. I used a splatter effect. I used different colors, and then I used a brick texture filter, and then I also used like a pastel filter to make it look like it was painted. So I used two filters and then the paintbrush. All right. So if you want to add anything else in the chat, you can. Okay, so I'm going to need a volunteer to help me with this. Is there anybody who could open Photoshop? Jaquan, could you do it? Yay. Oh my gosh. Wow. I like read your mind. That was telepathic. Okay, so I'm going to give you permission to share your screen in just a second. And I want you to pull these up for the class and then just kind of tell them how they access this. So the first thing that you're going to do is we're going to access artistic filters. So the way we get to artistic filters is we go to filter and then filter gallery. And the next tool we'll go over is the brush tool. So we have the brush tool. It's in the toolbar on the left side of your screen. And what you do is you pick a foreground color. You can pick the color on the right side of your screen in the panels. And then you can select your brush, choose the brush from the brushes panel, and then you can specify the brush. We can change the opacity, we can change the color, the style, and all that. So I'm going to stop my share. And any picture you want. You could pick a picture of a person for the project, or you can just one participant. Okay, Jaquan, I think you can share your screen now. I can email you a picture too if you want. Yep. So while we're waiting for, oh, there we go. Awesome. Okay, Jaquan, can you unmute yourself? Awesome. Okay, so zoom in a little bit. All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to filter, and then we're going to go to filter gallery. Okay, so you can zoom in a little bit in the viewfinder as well. And go to artistic. Let's start with artistic. And then I want you to just click on them and kind of show everybody what they look like. So with this picture, you're not getting as much detail because it's a little pixelated, but it gives us a good idea. So there's a whole bunch of options in here for you guys to experiment. And another thing you can do is you can apply one and then press OK and go open the filter gallery back up and apply another one. So if you do the same thing, oh, not that one, go Control Z. Okay, so click again, just once, stop here. So you guys see how at the top it says filter gallery. So what that is it just reapplies whatever you just applied. So the one at the very top is just going to reapply the filter again. In order to do a new filter, you have to go down to the filter gallery and then ellipses there, the triple dots. Thank you. Awesome. Now go to try texture or stylize. And do you guys have any questions so far? Jaquan, thank you so much. You're doing an amazing job. That's really cool, actually. You can't tell what it is, but see if you can change the cell size or make it smaller. Wow. Texturizer. Awesome. Go to some of the other ones and see what they look like. Ooh. Okay, pick one more, and then I want you to demonstrate the brushes. Try brush strokes. Try, oh, that's kind of cool. Try sprayed strokes. That's cool too. So for each filter, there's an option to apply the filter, and then you can actually adjust within the filter. You can adjust the angles, how big the brush stroke is. So there's a lot of different options. So click OK. Let's apply this. Okay, so like I said too, this picture was a little bit blurry, so you can't get as much detail with it, but what you can demonstrate for us now is the brush. So on your toolbar, go to the brush tool, go up one more, one more. There we, oh wait, it's not there. Oh, it's under the pencil. Go up to the pencil. One more. Click and hold there. Oh, there you go. And a shortcut, you guys, for the brush tool is the letter B. So Jaquan, if you want to make your brush a little bit bigger or smaller, you just use the square brackets on your keyboard. Yeah, so see you guys how he's adjusting the brush size there. Okay, on the top of the screen, underneath the menu bar, there's a whole bunch of options here. So it says opacity, mode, normal, and then there's this little folder icon with a brush on it. I want you to click on that. Okay, so here there is a whole bunch of different styles of brushes. So you can click on some of these and try them out. And see on the right side there, Jaquan, there's colors. You can click and drag on a color on the far right. Okay. And this is something you guys can add on to your background. So like you can, actually paint over the picture, see these types of effects you can get just by experimenting with the different brush. Like you can do lots of different things with this. It can be abstract. You can like focus on their face and then surround their face with like a whole bunch of colors. It's totally up to you. So basically what I want you guys to do is exactly what Jaquan's doing right now with 3 different photos. Just experiment, pick different colors, try different brushes out. The point is I just want you guys to experiment with this. So Jaquan, one more thing I want you to show them is in the opacity. Can you click on opacity in the options bar and then just drag it down? So not all the way, do like a little bit more. Yeah, perfect. Now paint and show us what it looks like. So see how now we can see through the paint. It's not opaque anymore. We can see that it's a little bit transparent. And you guys can experiment with like using little brush strokes and bigger brush strokes to test it out. Oh, he's blushing. He is. I just saw that. That's funny. Thank you so much, Jaquan. I really appreciate you. Give him a virtual round of applause, everybody. Okay, so I'm gonna go back to sharing my screen. Honestly, Jaquan, that was amazing. You're the best. Thank you for doing that. Okay, so let me pull back up my slides. And if you want to help me do my demo next time, let me know. Bomb of blushing. All right, awesome. I'm so happy you're able to demo that. Yep, we're just gonna take one more minute, you guys. So sorry, I know I'm running out of time here too. Okay, so let's go over here. Okay, so Jaquan did an amazing demo for us already. One thing that just to review with you guys when you're exporting your work, please make sure you go to File, Save As, and then save it as a JPEG. Save it. That's cute. All right, no problem if you have another class. I'm almost done. So just so you guys know, here's some ideas of what you can do. Overlay other images on top of that photograph. So you can do multiple photographs, add them in together, add in paint splatter or paint on the photograph, layer photographs, create vignettes, meaning like multiple images, dark around the edges, blur out certain areas to create emphasis, and you can also cut out the subject from the background. These are just some examples for you guys on ways that you can digitally transform a photograph into a painting. And you can do anyone that emulates Black history to you. It could be a historical figure. It could be somebody doing work right now. It could be somebody, a musician, an activist, or even somebody who is close to you or in your family that you admire or look up to. It's totally up to you. So these are the expectations for this assignment. You guys are going to create 3 digital portraits of 3 different people who emulate and reflect your understanding and values of Black history. And you're going to transform these 3 portrait photographs using artistic filters. You're also going to use brushes. And then 3, you're going to demonstrate a variety of styles and artistic choices and submit these in JPEG form. And this is going to be due on Friday. If you guys are stuck on Google Classroom on the slideshow.
Click on the brush icon.
Sorry,
over on the left in the tools palette of Photoshop. It looks like a paintbrush.
Yes.
You can also select it by hitting your keyboard shortcut V.
Yes, exactly. Perfect. Thank you so much for saying that. And in the orange box, I put in some shortcuts to remind you guys. Definitely use the shortcuts. So if you guys forget, there's 2 video demos I put in the slideshow.
To use the brush,
Hi, my name's Justin
click on the brush
Odisho, and in this
icon.
episode of Every
Located
Filter
over
in
on the
Photoshop.
Oh. All right, you guys. Are there any questions before we wrap up? All right, how do you guys feel about doing this project? Are we feeling good? Do we feel like we have a clear understanding? So, do you want me to show you anything else one more time? So if you guys need to go, you can go. I'm just going to pull this up one more time on Photoshop to share some more strategies here. So one thing that I can do is use the eyedropper tool to pick up colors. So I could actually pick up colors here. And you can actually paint using the colors that are in the photograph if you want to. Just need to watch the video again. Okay, no problem. You can always message me too if you need any extra help. Okay, so are you going to get your computer soon? Ask her if you can download Photoshop there too. Otherwise, just no. So if it's a permanent move, you got to make sure that you can get that laptop with you. Are you are you out of state or anything? Are you far? Oh. Well, definitely talk to her about getting Photoshop because you need it for the class. And then message me too if there's anything, if you want me to talk to her about it. The steps to download it are the same. You can, with the license, you can download up to on 2 devices. So you should be fine. Ooh, this looks cool. Adobe's telling you your device isn't authorized? Are you log out and then quit and then log back in with the AOIT email? That's so weird. I'm going to look into that. All right, you guys, I got to close up the meeting because it is ending. Just to show you one more time, file, save as, and then I'm going to change it to JPEG. And I could put Black History Portrait 1, or I could put Kelly Rowland 1, and then save. And there's one of mine. Yeah, I saw that.